Start. Please have a seat. Come. How are you? How is Tata? What's your name?
लाइव है लाइव।
Very good morning. Very good morning to one and all over here. Engineers turn dreams into reality. Engineers are the ones who bring technology to make our lives simpler, to bring comfort, to bring ease, and today is the day of thank all of them. I wish Happy Engineers Day to all of you. For today's this program, I welcome our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Abhay Wahak, Director of Technical Education, Maharashtra State. Our guest of honor, Ms. Rujudha Kamli, Manager, Information Technology, Tata Trust. Mrs. Swati Deshpande, Madam, Principal and host of the program, Government Polytechnic, Mumbai. Mr. Praveen Prajapati, Indrone Solutions Private Limited, Navi Mumbai. Mr. Pranav Kumar Chitte, PBC's Aerohub Pune, Miss Gitanjali Mahamukar, Research Scholar Batu Lodere, and all the principals from this Mumbai region, and even those who are attending the program all over the Maharashtra, I welcome for today's program over here. The day marks the birth anniversary of Indian civil engineer Bharat Ratna Mokshamundam Vishwesvaraya, more renowned as Sir MV, was awarded the Bharat Ratna for his contributions in the field of engineering. So to celebrate this day, I request to all honorable dignitaries to inaugurate today's Engineers Day and our today's scheduled awareness conference, which we are celebrating to pay homage to our eminent engineer Sir Bharat Ratna Mokshamundam Vishwesvaraya by enlightening his photo with floor chant and puja. So sir, please, I will request. Thank you, sir. Sir MV was born on September 15, 1860 at Muddenpalli village in Karnataka. He pursued his degree in engineering from the College of Engineering, Pune. He was the chief engineer of Krishna Raja Sagar Dam in Karnataka and also served as one of the chief engineers of the flood protection system for the city of Hyderabad. Civil engineers, we build the world. Computer engineers, we build the magic world. Electronics and communication engineer, we connect the world. Electrical engineer, we are the powers of the world. Mechanical engineer, we move the world. By far the greatest danger of the artificial intelligence is that people conclude too early that they have understood it. So this is that artificial intelligence is the course where you will have a lot of scope in the coming future. Many more applications almost in all the field over here. We take this Noble Days opportunity to make aware about unmanned aerial vehicle technology, how it is operated, regulated and controlled. AI has become intertwined with every aspect of our lives, for the last 60 years. Countless scientists and philosophers have worked hard to advance the field to what it is today. Throughout the decades, several perspectives, approaches, and paradigms have been guided AI research, and very wise people have expressed their thoughts and insights about its great ways there. Get a better off of this artificial intelligence. Now, I will request our host of our institute, Principal Madam, to welcome our today's chief guest by offering him a bouquet and a memento.
Thank you.
I will request Principal Madam to welcome Ms. Rujuta Kamri Madam. I request Principal Madam, please welcome Mamunkar Madam. Mr. Pranav Kumar Chitte. And now just reached the guest of honor, Dr. Arnav Mehdi. Thank you, madam. For the sake of all granding and knowledgeable, scholarly and well-act audience, today's flow for technical speeches and practical speeches, just I will have put over here right now. We are starting with the overview of the conference by our principal madam, then followed by the guest of honor speech, Mrs. Rujuta Kamri madam. Then guest of honor speech, again, our second guest of honor is Dr. Arnav Mehdi. Then definitely the motivational speech and the man behind this program, and in the wake of this program,
warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Abhay sir, Kamri madam, Arnav sir, Praveen sir, and Gitanjali madam, and principals of our Mumbai region, and the faculty from different institutes. I warm welcome to all on the occasion of Engineers Day. We are celebrating Engineers Day with the new technology, which is always welcome. That is our Vishweshwara sir also at that time they welcome there is new technology of civil engineering. Not only civil engineering, they also work in sound engineering and in so many different fields. Today's seminar is on unmanned aerial vehicles. That is nothing but there are n number of unmanned aerial vehicles, but there may be some rockets and all others. But we are today basically our conference is based on drone, and I am very happy to share that this conference is accepted by our directors and kept in our institute, that for presenting our institute other faculties and staff members from the Maharashtra as well as for the students from the Maharashtra. In our institute, total 11 programs are running. Civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and all these total 11 programs are running: civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, instrumentation, computer, IT, and now since this year we are started at artificial intelligence with 30 intake, which is a new trend. This institute is autonomous one and which is supported by n number of industries. All our courses are sandwich partner. In Maharashtra, our institute is the only one institute who is running a sandwich pattern course within 3 years pattern matching. As the AICT states that it should be a 20% in 18 itself. In 2018, APH of the AICT states us that 20% curricula should be taught by the industry. So, fulfill this 20% criteria of the taught by the industries, we send our students in industry for 6 month training, and the coverage of 20% curricula is covered. That is 20% from the industry is covered through this training. Our curriculum, one more highlight of our curricula is we are offering minimum 5 MOOC courses. That is our part of curriculum. That is also the unique feature of Government Polytechnic Mumbai, and no other autonomous institute is offering MOOC courses. Again, one more we added in our curriculum, that is NEP 20. We add universal human value, which is only institute in only Polytechnic in Maharashtra who are covering this universal human value. Once again, I will thank to all and give a opportunity to our all personalities from UAV, that is unmanned aerial vehicles, and for which you all are here to learn about that things. Okay, thanks all.
Thank you, madam. Now, next, at present, I will request our first guest of honor, Ms. Rujuta Kamli, Manager, Information Technology Data Trust. I will introduce Madam's brief biodata. Madam has completed his Master of Science in Information Technology from Mumbai University, Bachelor's of Engineering in Electronics and Telecommunication, again from Mumbai University, Certified Government Counselor from NICS Bird Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Delhi, VMware and Cloud Computing Certification from Technophila Institute from USA, certification Converse Communication 3G UMTS Optical Fiber Communication from CETTM MTNL Mumbai, and certification on basics of ethical hacking from MSME Mumbai. So madam's background is totally electronics and computer based. Madam have publications also. She has published e-health for citizens using cloud computing in copyright received from Copyright Office, Government of India. Then secure healthcare for patients using cloud computing in International Journal of Science and Research. Madam is interested in some sports activities also. She has developed her skills in Android applications, design and use, system and data analysis, documentation and reporting, web platform development and portal monitoring, software research and development, creating and developing Power BI dashboards there, and training, delivery and excellent communication skills. So with all these certifications and education, I welcome Rujuta madam, and please have your say here. Thank you.
First of all, a very good afternoon to everyone here. I'm very much honored to be part of this event, being an engineer, being celebrating the Engineers Day with all of you all who are helping design, draft, ideate, also create engineers, right? So it's a breed of engineers. So I thank Director Sir to be part and making me part of this opportunity, giving this opportunity to be part of this event. I thank the principal as well as all the dignitaries who are present here. You heard about my work or you heard about myself. My introduction was given. Thank you so much for that. With this, I would share a bit of understanding or a limelight over what are we for, right? As an individual, as an engineer, all of us forget that we are engineers once we start doing something the day next after getting the degree in hand, right? But the very first fact is we are here to define and then redefine, right? Every day has to be a redefinition to what we did yesterday. So what today all of you all are trying to do or planning to do with respect to unmanned, I focus on the word unmanned, where it is all about predictive analysis. It's all about how we can visualize the tomorrow of today, right? And then keep going forward on having as many visions created from the students that you all are creating, from the platforms that we are trying to give them, okay? Today I come from an industry that is philanthropic in nature. That means for the people, by the people and of the people. That is, we work in the segment not only to create the word economy or to create employment, but to make sure whoever is landing in the peripheral of the ground is understood as an individual. So we talk to them as beneficiaries, but basically they are the givers to what we become. We all became engineers. I'm sure everyone sitting here would be engineers. Everyone sitting here would be someday sitting in the class and understanding or learning and finding it difficult. Yes, engineering is one of the difficult study, decided, taught and believed by many of people here. But it is easy if you start eating it, start thinking it, start drinking it, right? Because every day what we do, today we're connecting to so many people across. It's all about development, it's all about life. Nobody would have thought that we can meet each other virtually, but we are doing it today. Today we have people from IITs here, we have people from, connecting you with the industries which are far ahead than what you are creating, engineers or diploma graduates today. But I would like to say that, there's a little gap that is identified, okay, which we need to fill, which we need to bridge. Bridges are basically built to bypass the traffic, but basically we are here to bridge the gap to fill in the traffic with ideas, with knowledge, with the segment that our students lack today. Okay. I became a counselor not for the fact that I want to boss somebody, not for the fact that I want to make somebody say that you become an engineer or you become a doctor or you become a graduate in some of the other fields, but to help him find what is his interest in doing things. You heard in my introduction that I own a copyright. I owned a copyright when I was 21 years old. Like very early. But I always believe if I don't know to fix a tire, I should not drive the car. Right? So it's as easy as becoming an engineer with dirty hands. If your hands are clean, how can you say yourself that you become an engineer if I don't know how to, twist the screwdriver? So it all starts from within. All the students who might be listening to me right now as well, or might listen to this later, I would say that when you call yourself an engineer, when you get up in the morning, and if something is not set correct, you should be the one doing it yourself rather than waiting for a carpenter or a plumber or somebody else. If I know this, I can call myself an engineer. Okay, so engineering is nothing we all read. What are engineers? The ones who design, the ones who build, the ones who make things happen. But I would change it a little bit, that it's not only thinking that we build, it's not only thinking that we design, it's not only thinking that we are doing it. There's only one who is doing, others are following. But why can't I be that engineer? Who is the one who is having the vision, who is putting forward the mindset to do things? Today, opportunities are spoken about, but we don't know what opportunities are really there in the market for our kids. Okay? So when I talk or see engineers across, I too go back to my engineering college to see or to understand what my juniors are doing, so that I can give them a direction or I give them a platform to understand what more is there. Today, working in philanthropy, people ask me, what are you doing? Helping people. But I help people change their mindset from not using technology to using technology. Okay? I train so many doctors where doctors were across me talking to me. मुझे पेशेंट देखना है, तुम्हारा स्क्रीन पे टच नहीं करना. Today we have crossed over 2.5 crore of rural population screening for free of cost, door to door, and each and every doctor is willing to do it. Nobody knew COVID will come up. No one knew. But we started virtual teleconsultation with government of Telangana, one of the district there. We piloted 4 years back when COVID was not present. Okay? We screened the entire district, going door to door. All the data of these patients were with us, and we identified, because people don't know what problems they have. And that's the problem of every engineer, that we focus on the problem, we don't focus on the solution, right? So when we start looking at the solution, we are the catalysts. We teach in chemical engineering, might be teaching your students that what are the boosters, what are the catalysts, but we forget the catalyst. The catalyst is the one who is actually propagating, enhancing the entire stream of functionality. So in the same way, what we did 4 years ago helped us to screen more than 2 lakh of individuals, teleconsulted, sitting at home, reaching the doctor with no extra effort, because we knew what we did for the tomorrow of it, right? So that is where I think all of us can help. In terms of philanthropy, my work is not only in healthcare. I work in the segment of water and sanitation health. I work for rural upliftment. Okay, so my portfolio actually spreads vast enough because I see the solution, and then I focus on the problem. Because if I run across the problem, my solution would be limited. But let me every day focus on something to know what more is coming. In terms of drone, when I am trying to hear or understand that you all are coming up with drones, you are coming up with AI, we all are doing it. AI is nothing new, to be honest. It's all within us. We all know how is our tomorrow going to be. Today, you all knew you were going to come and sit here. It was a predictive analysis that I will get traffic, I have to leave my house 2 hours early to be for the event. Or it was my analysis that on the road, this area is jammed, that area is jammed, because we move daily from that road, right? What is AI? It's all about predictive analysis. It's all about reiterating, having probability, having understanding, right? So we all know what is AI. But the thing is, we forgot the I, that's the intelligence, right? We all are following, but we all are not creating. So I would just say that this will help each and every one there sitting, listening, all of you all, in the terms that, opportunities are coming. I know what, the Directorate of Technical Education is doing today. Even I did my engineering from University of Mumbai. But it was not a focused thing that I had to go and do internship. Okay? But I always thought, those 20 days of the gap between first and the second semester had to be productive. 10 days I was roaming, I was enjoying my life, but 10 days were focused about what are the subjects in the next semester. So if I knew mobile technology was next, those 10 days I tried to find out who can teach me before my professor teaches me, right? So it is about finding, it is about going ahead. So even with the faculty, when I go for any kind of a lecture or giving people a view about what they can do next, I would say how much of us are really into understanding where the industries are going. It's not only about the outcome, how much are they gaining, how much profit they are making, but the profit that is made by the people who work in that industry, right? So we all should have people who are skilled. Diploma is another great thing. I would say that engineers, when diploma graduates come into the second year of engineering, they are scared. The diploma graduates are a little scared. How to talk, kaise bolu, inko to zyada pata hai. That is what the phase I have crossed through. But the thing is, I used to be wondering, he knows more of the, hand-bidding things. He knows more of the skills. He can fail me tomorrow in the practicals. But what happens, why do they look back, is because they can't talk. Okay? So when I was saying that bridging the gap, diploma graduates lag, I think, to stand up and talk. But they can hammer me anytime. Right? So when engineering students are trying to, be focused about, I know everything because they can talk. But they can't do. And I didn't want to be that engineer who can just talk. I wanted to do and then talk, right? So diploma graduates are the same place. They can do, but I think you all can help them to talk, help them to stand for themselves when they reach an industry, not only to learn about how things are done, but to understand how they do things. That's the difference. We all try to go and see, अगर screw ऐसा घुमाना है तो ऐसा ही घूम सकता है. Why can't we drill another hole and screw? Right? So let's do something in making them change the perspective. In life, everything lies, I guess, with the perspective of our vision. And I won't take much of the time, I know. I have some stipulated time, otherwise I would be happy to come and share a lot of things in the industry that has to come up. So an engineer can fit in any role. You can see me where am I fitting, right? It is not only going and sitting into IT. I did electronics and telecommunications, switched into IT, and today a lot of my projects are into supervision, into monitoring and evaluation of all these systems. So it's a lot of data, a lot of visualization, a lot of data science, right? But all of these streams I was not scared to take up. Usually people think if I've done diploma in IT, I should go and do engineering in IT. I don't know what the eligibility is, so, but the thing is that when you do it, you see where you actually land. Don't just slog yourself, but create yourself. So again, wishing all of you a happy Engineers Day, and let us be engineer for the word engineer and not just celebrating or remembering it today. One more fact about why we celebrate this. We remember who all earned Bharat Ratna, but we never remember the one for whom we celebrate Engineers Day was also a Bharat Ratna, right? So let's try to propagate this from our kids. First, all the diploma graduates, all the engineers who are coming up or becoming future engineers tomorrow, that go back and read, go back and understand how this building came up first. Then try to push on, virtual things inside. So all the very best to what you all are doing. You all are creating people, so I'm happy with that fact. I don't know if my principal is also listening to me today, but I'm happy on that fact. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Rujita madam. And I think that ma'am has started already with Unmanned. So she is a very, you can say, a practical approach, whatever her words she has expressed over here. That is really that he has given the weightage to each and every word over here. He has touched almost all the practical situations. What is today and what is going to be a tomorrow there. And madam, really you are working in the right area. And because of the pandemic situation, there was a need of all these kind of instruments there. And really, practically we have used that. And I am really thanked that today you are present over here to have your guest of honor speech. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, again, the next personality is the dynamic one. Our next guest of honor at the moment, I will request our second guest of honor, Dr. Arnav Maiti, who is Associate Professor, Dynamics and Control, Aerospace Engineering, IIT Mumbai, Bombay. Just I will have a brief biodata of sir. Dr. Arnav Maiti is currently an Associate Professor in the Department of Aerospace Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. And before that, he was an Assistant Professor in the same department. Prior to joining IIT Mumbai, he was a postdoctoral researcher at the Institute of Flight System Dynamics Technical University of Munich, Germany from 2013 to 2015. He received his PhD degree in Aerospace Engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in 2013, MTech degree in Control System Engineering from the Department of Electrical Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur in 2006, and BTech degree in Electrical Engineering from University of Kalani, West Bengal in 2004. He is the founding chair of IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, Control System Society chapter, IEEE Bombay section, and a member of various IEEE and IFSC technical committees. IFSC, that is the International Federation of Automatic Control. He is also a secretary of IFSC, Automatic Control and Dynamic Optimization Society, ACDOS, national member organization NMO of IFSC, India, and a member of Technology Conferences, editorial board, IEEE Control System Society. He was the chair of various conferences, symposium committees. He is a senior member of both IEEE and American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, that is the AIAA, as well as a member of IFSC. He was published several articles in international journals, books, chapters and conferences, as well as received various awards and fellowships. His research interests include navigation, guidance and control of aerospace vehicles, drones and counter-drone systems, UAV traffic management, drone corridors, drone port and docking systems, optical control and adaptive control, swarm and formation flying of autonomous vehicles, control and estimation of cyber physical system and fault tolerance system, aerospace engine control and state of parameter estimation. So such a personality, dynamic, that we are the engineers, we know what is the dynamic behavior there. So all these kind of, you can say, sir is having a vast area in the interest of our research there. So I welcome Dr. Arnav Maiti, and please have your say, sir. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, and first of all happy Indians Day. And just like when I landed here, it seems that I about to just our flight will start, and last 25 minutes, that gap exactly the 25 minutes I landed here, that happened, and my apology for that I came late a little bit because of several changes of autos and other parts happened with me. Anyway, it's part of life, and we cannot do anything. Before starting my some small presentation, which may link with today's conference, I'd like to thank first of all organizer to invite me to present here and to discuss with you all of you. That Aditya is present in, on the dais. I will thank all of you actually. And let's start with our some kind of discussion, I would say, and some small presentation. What we are thinking about drone, or when I am saying that unmanned aerial system or vehicle. That is the things just like to present here. Yeah, thank you. So here the idea here is that this title. So title you see, it's fine. Thank you. So if you see that it's we're seeing that development of smart drone ecosystem and application towards large drone deployment strategy. Let's see that what is the meaning of that part. Why I am keeping this part. See, anything whatever we are developing or we are planning to have our next future generation, I would say. So what we prefer that if that is can be integrated in our society, that is preferable. Like you think about that when we started our mobile phone, very few person used, very restricted ones. And that time it was just started to entering in our in our society actually. Now see that phone is today just part of our life. Correct? And that is the impact created by the phone. So here the objective is that can you create similar kind of impact or maybe some kind of impact similar way with using drone. It is the current drones are using, people are using. I mean various everybody I know, I am sure that you saw that drone are flying and other stuff. So it's not new that we don't know that the drone are flying and drone can do many jobs actually. But thing is that here, it is that mostly drone India and remote pilot control. I mean somebody is controlling remotely. Number one. Number two thing is that most of the drone it's automatically not coordinated with each other. Correct? So what we are looking for here, that drone can be a part of our society. That means it will be part of our community. That means we have to develop some kind of ecosystem which can be integrated to our existing ecosystem. So that like phone, it will be like a normal another set of vehicle which can help us to do the better job and some efficient manner, some of the activities. Not all, maybe many activities can perform. That's the ideal thing here. And obviously because of that we want that large deployment like today's what phone we are using. It's a larger deployment that part. So let's discuss about that part, how IIT Bombay is thinking, how we work sometime that I like to share with you. Maybe that will help you to understand in better manner actually. Yeah. So next. Yeah. So just I kept it some few things here. Let's see that what is the opportunity and challenges first. Really there is an opportunity or not? First we have to say that. If there is an opportunity, then we'll think about yes, we can take up that drone and sort of other things are there. So you see that government, Indian government says that global drone up by 2030. I many of you know actually that one from news and other part. And another thing is that liberalized drone rules, new rules, whatever this came actually recently, drone rule 2021. It's basically helping us to have more flexibility to use that drone. Whatever few years, just 1 or 2 years before or 3 years before, you see that a lot of restriction we have. In fact, IIT Bombay also when we are flying, we have made multiple, permission, a lot of things we have to do, and it's not so easy for not only IIT Bombay, it's everybody actually. So that basically these drone rules is helping us to support us. Government is basically supporting us. We are relaxing rules, but use that rules properly. Don't use in other manner. That's the thing, very important thing for us. And another thing is that really there is a market need. So if you see that these are the numbers I got somewhere, internet or something, I kept it. It will be just approximate number. So if you see that what I mean is that 21, what about if there is a 0.9 or 1 billion or whatever they think about it in India, they are projecting that 20, 30, 40 billion. What if they don't go with the number, 40 or 20, it can be 20 also, or 10, it can be 10 also. What I mean is that it's a multiple fold. It's a huge fold we are looking for, and we need many people to work in this area. Lot of things has to be developed, and there we are evolving that process. So that's the things I just kind of wondered. This number is just like we don't know really that not the number actually. And another important thing is that what is the really challenge or all the things is available to us. Let's start and work on what is the problem here. See, problem here is that it's a aerospace vehicle. Aerospace vehicle is that ground vehicle compared to ground vehicle. It's a 2D platform. Aerospace vehicle is 3D basically. So there is another dimension basically added, and that making it more complex. And because of that complexity, we need basically strong R&D setup, early funding. Many things are required, which is basically evolving, I would say. And another thing, important thing is that you see that different area you go or location you go, so this environment is changing, and that's a very big factor. You know that many battery will not work properly in Ladakh and other area, right? So that's the very important thing. Another thing about it, that is the challenging part for us, and that we are here to solve that challenge. All the challenge, that's the things we can do. That is our strength. But we have to come a lot of people together to solve that part. That's the thing. It's very much important. I will tell you that how there is fully interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary area to come up total product. The thing is that let's say that what the gap and other part, why you are talking about really need or some of the things is it. As per our information that whatever as per our knowledge, we are talking about ecosystem, drone ecosystem, everybody is talking about. As per our knowledge that in India, no drone smart integrated ecosystem exists. Even though we are looking for ecosystem. So somebody has to develop. There is no other option for us. And another thing is that there is various institute, and I kept it some of the premium institute because they are working for several years. That's why I kept it. Nothing else actually. I know that many other institutes also they are working. Just to show that some of they are working for various R&D activities for a long time. Some of the institutes started. That's why I kept it here. And you see that Kerala police they developed one center. They established one center, and that is mostly I guess a forensic part. Development is there, but mostly it's basically forensic part actually. And that is very important for police. And I feel that it has to be not only Kerala only, it has to be many other places has to be required. Not today, maybe tomorrow. It will be required. And another thing is that this government of Uttarakhand and NTR, they established one lab. Mostly they focused on, as per my information, they are focused on training and awareness program. Now also they are working on some development side also. They are working that one. And another thing is that most of the drone, if you see that application current day, like a few years down the line, if you go, most of the drone are security or defense, like that kind of area people are used. Now you see that drone can be used to not only defense and security purpose, it can be used in societal, public safety and various applications. But dedicated center towards focus on. I'm not saying that only you have to do it. Focus on that societal, which is the things is required from our side actually. Day-to-day life and other part. But particular public safety, no center currently dedicated in that direction in India. And western part of India you see, and some kind of central part of India you consider, not a single institute which is basically they are working dedicatedly on drone center. There is not no drone center. That's even though it's statistically important part where we are currently. It's not happen, but we have to make it. That's the point. So what is the next step? So next step is that again, don't go with this English word and other, but let me explain in simple word that we want some smart system which can be integrated in our society, and just like a part of society, with the existing infrastructure, existing whatever equipment or existing whatever we need, very easy you can use it. Like phone, another again I am saying that like phone, or maybe car also. Think about it. And what is the next thing? Obviously, we need to focus on the current demand and need. That is the things we have to do it. But our focus maybe as an academician, when we discuss multiple forum and other part. So there is a discussion what academics can concentrate and what industry and how industry we can help the industry. So some rough year whatever we got actually from various discussion. Don't you consider this the like a absolute number. So what we suppose industry is looking for some development thing, we should be ready like a 3 to 5 years before from academic side, so that industry can take up and do the needful actually. Let us test. And if the research was we are thinking, we should be advanced. We should start that thing 8 to 10 years before. That's the rough timeline. It's not necessary that everyone is to be satisfied, but in general, average whatever. Many people concluded this could be the possible timeline. So what I mean is that we have to be much more advanced than what industry need actually. That's the things I mean to say that. So that's why next generation, whatever technology and product we want to develop or we are looking for, that should be not only technology should be adaptable, scalable and deployable. First to think that whatever technology we want to develop and product we want to do, that let's see that how it will be. These are the not only these, maybe more things replicable can be possible also. So these are the things how it is possible. Let's target that part and then solve that problem. I'll tell you that one small incident. It's basically when I'm talking with the very big shot and many experienced people, obviously we are getting knowledge. That is usually. So one of the great scientists and he was a professor from IST. One day I met and we had like a long chat for 1 hour. Then when I discuss about this kind of drones activities and other part, I explained that I have to do this thing, we want to do this thing, that thing. He peacefully listened my things actually. After that, he asked a couple of questions to me. Some of the questions I answered, some of the questions obviously I couldn't answer because what way he is basically connecting the dots. Possibly I was not able to do it actually. Very honestly. Because he has so much experience and connecting many things that with experience and with the knowledge, and basically I was just seeing that how that professor is doing actually. That he told that what do you okay you will etc. These are things you want to do. Now how to do it? Suppose somebody gave you 3 years or 5 years fund. What after that? And I told, okay, I will help start up my industry, this thing, that thing. I was just laughing, smile nicely and laughing actually. Then he told that, see Arnav, I will tell you one suggestion. I will then think about what is the goal first. Then try to see how to achieve that goal. Not like you want to do, someone will be feeding. Not like that. So what he told that day, think about it. This whatever center you are developing, this is your startup. And you have to establish the startup in such a manner that has to be sustainable for many years and many things to do. Even though you are not developing establishing your own startup, think about that as a startup. Number one. Number two, another very, very important thing he told me. He told that I told them we want to establish center of excellence. Then he told, what do you mean by center of excellence? Usually, whatever we usually thought, actually that time I thought, okay, we'll establish center that will be create like excellency and other part, It's just again very nicely smiling and he told, I would like to suggest something on this person. Do you think excellence you will bring or other person say that it's the excellence thing? You got the point? That is a way to think. Whatever we are saying excellence ourselves, we are basically ourselves saying that the excellence. Let other people say that is excellence. Excellence should come from other side, not our side. That is the very, I mean, inside meaning of that part was, that day I was trying to, from that day onwards, to be honest, that I was thinking in different way. And that really helped me. And just 2 days before, when I had another discussion with him, I told that, okay, again we are keeping excellence part, Center of Excellence for IIT Bombay is another part with the other institute, but Professor like to let you know that excellence we are looking from the other side. That is the things I learned actually. Small thing about the basic thing, he changed in different views, different, and that creating this big impact. When I try to see that I have to satisfy you people or all of you, then my thinking will be different. I'll say that okay, I'll say whatever you understood. There's a two object, right? When I put that, okay, I have to convince you, and you should say that excellent, much more responsibility, much more bigger way of thinking is coming. Then from my side only, I am saying that I am the excellent person. Correct. So this is a small thing, but it's a meaning of different actually. That's not saying that it's just like I am fortunate that I got the opportunity to meet these other people. Really fortunate. I mean, that is helping me to think about it. Next, actually, when I think going to fight through some minutes. So these are some of the experience we are working. Thanks to our colleague. Obviously, I joined more than 6.5 years before IIT Bombay, and these are started around 2001 or 2003 somewhere actually. So almost over 2 decades, IIT Bombay they are working, and thanks to my colleague, they are working, and now they have developed something. Now we want to take the next step. That is the things we want to next step. And then various development like multi-vector, fixed wing, application side, delivery, then drone corridor, precision of agriculture, traffic control, convoy monitoring, then bathymetric estimation, photogrammetry. Some of the applications I kept it, but many applications people are working. Not only IIT Bombay, we have various institutes also. Next. Yeah. So let's see actually this part. Maybe it will help us to understand better. So what we are looking for here, it's an end-to-end solution. When I say that it will be integrated with our existing society or ecosystem, that means it's a basically end-to-end solution we are looking for. But how to achieve? Can some center or maybe particular institute can achieve this part? Can, but it will be difficult. So you see that theory part, that is actually our most strength actually. Theory part. Everybody who are, because we are basically faculty and students, so that is our strength. Technology part, we are also some sense we have strength. When we going toward the practical thing like laboratory testing and prototype, another thing, our strength is basically decreasing. You see that strength of that color is basically decreasing. Now we see that center, whatever we are talking about, center of excellence, that will concentrate from the translational research. Let's instead do the theory part. Let's concentrate from the translational research. And up to the possibly we can think about filter and demonstration, which is our control and we can do as an institute, as a center. And another thing is that problems sometimes happen we face that many of projects we are working, we will develop some technology. After that we will try to find out the industry partner who can commercialize or deploy that strategy. Once you go to the some particular industry, then say whatever you develop, it's good, but may or may not be sufficient for the end user. What to do? That's the biggest challenge. And many innovative work we are not able to transform to the society or maybe deployment other part may not because of that one of the key reasons. I'm saying that it's not the one reason, it's one of the key reasons. So can we start our activities with the startup and industry from the beginning onwards? So we know startup and industry, they know what is the end user requirement, which who want to use that part. And from there we get the input. And incorporate that part from the starting onwards. And solve that problem for end user need. What will be happening up to filter and demonstration, some center or maybe this particular institute can do it. After that, certification, deployment, maintenance and service, leave it to the industry. We can leave it to the industry. And the industry obviously they have to do the business and other part. Obviously they will be happy. We will also happy our product is translated to the some kind of end user also. Instead of just only keeping in some development only paper, or maybe sometimes better. But so same thing. It's just for little effort. Maybe it will be many things can be transformed. This is not, I'm not saying this is the one. This is the only way. I'm saying one of the way maybe you can think about it. And because of that thing, institute, center, startup, industry together, we can deliver end-to-end solution. So this is one of the way whatever we thought, and obviously, again I want to thanks to the many people who basically give us a lot of input. Because it's a small thing you can see, and conceptually it is, I mean, not difficult to understand, but a lot of back and forth is happened. When we started this kind of how to end-to-end get the solution, it's basically a little bit, and a lot of people, including our dean, deputy director, all people they get their input and we made it. Now activities was various activities we can perform. I think these are the things we can skip it because why I want to say that all of us knows that what are the activities. Now let's come to this one, that how that integration can be possible. Suppose think about some center we are set up and they are academia, various satellite center, then startup, industry, expert and other collaborator has to be work and joined. Otherwise it will be little bit difficult to execute in proper time, on time and proper delivery also. Because we need everybody's help. Next. Yeah, thank you. So maybe let's not go through this English word. I mean, let me explain here what I mean to say that. Drone, whatever we are talking about here, think about it. At present, few drones are flying by remote pilot. Scenario, think about it like car. Hundreds of cars at a time you can see that on road. Similarly, after some time, maybe few years down the line, drone will be total, this airspace up to maybe ground level to the up to 500, 600 feet. This 500, 600 feet, this total area will be full of drone. Got it? So think about it. Suppose at a time 100 drones are flying or 200 drones are flying. Do you think 200 a pilot can handle that properly? पक्का वो लोग तो कर रहे हैं, means police तो होने ही वाला है. I mean, it's a fact actually. 200 pilots, how they will coordinate with each other and flying this part in the same manner? It is not possible actually. Practically, some small time it's possible. After some time, 24 hours or few hours they fly 200 and they are sitting in different area, places actually. I mean, we don't know where their pilots are there. Pilots are standing or sitting actually. We don't know actually. So how they will coordinate? So the option is that can this drone, like autonomous system or automatically handle all the things actually. But so it's a basically automatically drone will be such an intelligent device you have to create that it can, suppose there is a obstacle is that drone itself is avoid the obstacle and do the next job, or some another thing is coming, it should not be collide with each other. So this is number one. Number two thing is that whatever drone we are talking about, if only the drone flying we are talking about is isolated drone system. It's not integrated, still it's not integrated with the existing one. So you have to integrate with the existing ground system, ground vehicle, and top of that thing that manned aircraft we are all of us we are flying actually, right? That has to be integrated with each other. So because that space is that in between that manned space and ground vehicle. This is the total area will be there. And if you see that helicopter and other part, it will go down. I mean, it may come less than maybe 600 feet also. Got it? So helicopter, it cannot say that helicopter is coming, I will not fly my drone for 15-20 minutes or like railway. That should not be the effective solution actually. So everybody will fly. They are intelligent, they will take the decision and do the needful. So that means integration of all the things has to be happened. And think about how complex it is. It is really complex, but that has to be happened within few years. Let's say, people are already working. we are not the first person we are working. And think about how much opportunity will be coming in future. It's a, again I'm saying, it's a flying vehicle, 3D space is flying, doing all the integration of product. But suppose I am giving one example. Suppose you have to deliver something maritime to IIT Bombay, some package. Because I don't prefer to deliver using drone from maritime to IIT Bombay using only drone. It will be not a very good solution. Maybe I can use that free highway or something, POA, right? That is called. POA is there, right? I can use some ground vehicle. While the traffic jam is starting, I can use that drone to from there I can deliver using drone. So it's basically integrated with the system itself. So I'm giving one example, not necessarily has to be one example. So this is the things just I have to let you know. Lot of skill development and other things has to be done. Next. This is the things I will say that we are basically setting that center of excellence and particularly runway and building like a small airport. It's called drone port, like a small airport. Fortunately, we got some space in IIT Bombay because IIT Bombay space, getting space is another point. And it's just next to lake. So I hope that maybe all of you saw that 3 Idiots movie actually, Amir Khan, that lake and all that. It's not intentionally happened, but there is no choice other than this space for us. So it's basically a lake. Sometimes on a lighter note and on a serious note, people are talking about air taxi, So sometimes all of you come sometimes and we got some air taxi. Maybe we can fly from here, lake, over the lake, you can see the lake and come back there. So just on a lighter but serious note. So the air taxi is coming soon. Yeah? And this will be the things and this is the buildings and other things we are planning. Next. This is the flying area. We got permission. We can do whatever we want. Particular some up to certain limit. And we can do R&D and other. But this is a 700 acres area. We got permission from the Ministry of Civil Aviation and thanks to Ministry of Civil Aviation. And they got permission and they told that IIT Bombay should take and other institutes should take as a national mission, not like just like a drone flying only. So it took time, a lot of things has to be done because we are in Mumbai and other things are there. So everybody supported, not only Ministry of Civil Aviation, state government, police, everybody supported. Otherwise, it is not possible. Next. This is actually another thing we are basically going to build here. See that, can you see that blue color part? Right? So this is the blue color part we are saying actually drone station, docking system. What happened? Maybe after some time I'll show you. See that left hand side there is a drone flying on a box, right? Just over the box actually. Just over the box, correct? So this box is nothing but it's basically a housing system. So drone will come, automatically it will land, automatically. Door will close so that some rain or some other sunlight, anything will not disturb that much, like house or a house. And once that is, automatically it will be recharged. Once somebody has to operate drone, just space the operator has to space the some button, and drone will fly and do that activity. So obviously they have to plan before that, whatever activities they are doing. So it's a basically automatic system without interfering the human in loop. Loop is there, but in operator sense, not like somebody has to take this thing don't have to included in research. So you want to do, suppose you want to go one place to another place and create the corridor. If you see that there is this, can you see that part actually, that left hand side corner at bottom, see that there is a virtual road, basically think about it. Whatever ground road we have, basically virtual road. Create the virtual road as many as you want, and drone can go inside that road so that within that space drone will be in safe side. Even the drone can fly one place to another place, but it will not be a good idea to allow because total place will be full of drone and it is very difficult to handle. So at least some part of things we can do like a virtual road created. Inside virtual road, drone can fly. So that portion will be safe side and we have to be very carefully. That is called actually drone corridor. You see that different drone is flying on one corridor. Onwards, upwards and other part actually. But say this kind of things has to be created and obviously that delivery and other things can be performed. So you have to set up also not only this drone core, but 5G testbed connection and other communication testbed. We have to basically procuring. We are planning to have that part, and we have to connect and test the validation total part. Next. Yeah, some of them is very detailed. Talk about some agriculture, delivery, and disaster management. There is so many applications are there, but just I have to say that how to connect whatever I am discussing. All are some kind of generic way. Let's see that what is the practical way to think about it. Go next. So now we see that people are using drones in agriculture. In fact, last Sunday I was in another conference in Nagpur. That was, I think, Agro Vision. I think Agro Vision is there. Society they organized. Our honorable Transport Minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari also was there as a chief guest. And that drone, whatever they are using, and couple of people are shown that they are using, and that was vision of the Maharashtra government and our honorable Agriculture Ministry from state. He was also on dais actually. So Nitin Gadkari suggested, and he took also a lot of initiative how to use that drone in agriculture part also. So I just as one of the speaker and other parts, so I attended, and it was really nice. And whatever way Maharashtra government is taking initiative, really awesome. And really, I'm very much happy to see this kind of thing. So there, they focus on agriculture, and various people came from only not only IT Bombay, say IT Delhi, I care, and various institutes. Maharashtra, then they different agriculture institute. They are doing nice job and very good job with respect to one thing we are talking about agriculture, but they are facing some difficulty. So possibility is that some of the difficulty or challenge whatever they are facing, possibly don't get help. I'm not saying all and each and every problem, but many problems can be solved. So this is like spraying, sensing. So what we'll do that we'll acquire the data, then data collection, then analysis, then quantification, classification, prediction, and then automated solution we will do. That is actually using spraying, right? So another challenging thing is that there are two things is very challenging, and two various things. One of the things is that see our land, you see that farmer lands are small. One of the part. Another thing is that suppose everyone wants to use that drone, then every farmer has to know that how to operate the drone. Then there is this challenge. Nobody will. I'm not sure that how many farmers will come from it. So idea is that how to make total automated drone system for the agriculture. Number one. Number two thing is that where farmer intervention will be less required. Farmer does not have to know too much about how that drone is flying or the drone has to fly. That these are the things that some of the things are an end-to-end solution obviously you have to do, and obviously you have to think about smart solution. There is no other option for us at present. Next. Yeah. So this thing I will let you know. See, if you see that whatever we discuss currently, see that there is a helicopter that you see actually. Helicopter, and in between say the drone tail, and suddenly there is a helicopter. So drone has to take, or helicopter, both the things is to take a appropriate decision to avoid that one, but do the proper objective delivery to the suppose that house. And particularly this is that by Mumbai situation, if you have to create like drone corridor, this one of the things if you see that this kind of corridor you have to create, and say it is a huge task, safe, secure, everything has to maintain, and it has to be do. Someone has to do. So why not we here? That's the point. And see that it's not easy to do it. What I mean to say, it seems that very easily, nicely graphed and other part, but practical purpose it will be not that much of issue for us. But we can do it because we are for it. We are in it. That's the thing I meant. Next. Various, last one, this example part, I will just let you know. The disaster management everyone know. I think this top left hand side, some Maharashtra area, I forgot the name. Kolhapur, exactly. Kolhapur, this is the flat, that is the things actually. I took that photo from the internet obviously. You see that various disaster management, it is one of the top job to do the activities by the who are helping us. Sometimes we will be not happy with our disaster management, but think about it, how much challenge they usually face when we go to the disaster side. not connection will be not proper. There will be various incidents that there will not be road is available. Various things are there which leads to very challenging job. In fact, if you go fly drone, you need communication or something, possibly paper. Communication will be not paper actually. And another thing about that 10 kilometer total flight. Suppose I am giving one example, not 5 kilometer total flight. Suppose you use that drone, one or two drone, it will take huge amount of time to assess, and every time to time you have to assess, right? Then because water will not go by just like half an hour or 1 hour. Correct? So the continuous assessment, if you see the right hand side, multiple drone, can you develop the multiple drone? It's called like a swarm of drone. Use that part so that quick time we can cover the maximum area and help that disaster management people. And another thing is that we'll get data from drone. Now that data has to be processed quickly to assess that part. That is also another job. Why? Maybe no electricity. Then how to charge the drone? Suppose we are carrying 20 drone we have to charge. So many difficulties are, many things has to be think about it. I am just giving 2 or 3 examples, but with respect to that part, next. Yeah. So somehow I like this cartoon, and I hope that after some years we will get most of the solution, including on a lighter note that I like that last one, that baby carrying actually, and like us who are basically doing job and other part to dropping baby to the school and other part don't really help us actually. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Just kidding, but just for a lighter note. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arnav Mehti. What exactly is the dynamics and control? Sir has tried to focus on all these topics there, like intelligent automated ecosystem, then the coming technology like adaptability, deployability and scalable there. Then he has just motivated by that one word, that is excellence, when he was pursuing his doctorate from IISc Bangalore. And then center of excellence and say like of center of facility and what is that excellence giving and taking. He has very well shared his experience there. Then sir has tried to explain his flowchart and algorithm through this process of technology development. Then multiplying drones are there and how dynamically you have to control in the space. Isolated drones, then center of facility, sir has talked about the air taxi there. Then drone stations, drone corridors, GPS receivers there, smart mobility and delivery systems, disaster management and all that sir has talked over here. And I love the last cartoon also, sir. So thank you for your speech over here. Now I will request and even demand to our Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Abhay Wagh sir, Director and Director of our Technical Education Maharashtra State. I will give sir a brief biodata. Doctor, sir, I will take just hardly one. Dr. Abhay Wagh, after his selection as a Director of Technical Education Maharashtra State through Maharashtra Public Service Commission MPSC, has taken the charge of Director Technical Education Maharashtra State with effect from 27 November 2017. He has excellent academic record. He is a graduate in Electronics and Engineering and gold medalist in EME with a specialization in power electronics. He has doctorate degree in Electronics and Instrumentation. He is working in the field of technical education for the last 29 years in various capacities. As a teaching faculty, administrator and policy maker, he has worked in various capacities including Deputy Secretary of Higher and Technical Education Department, Government of Maharashtra for 5 years. He has worked as a Director of Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education, MSBT. He has also worked as a Joint Director and Deputy Director of Technical Education, Maharashtra State. He was initially appointed as an Assistant Director, Technical of course, of Technical Education, Maharashtra State in 2000 through again MPSC. Prior to joining these government services, he has worked as a professor in engineering colleges also. He has worked as a state project advisor for the prestigious World Bank Assisted Technical Education Quality Improvement Program Phase 2, Phase 3, that is a T2, for the state of Maharashtra. He has also worked as state nodal officer for the prestigious Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan (RUSA) and Community College Project of Ministry of Human Resource Development (MHRD) Government of India. He is a member of IST and IEI also. He has represented as a member of Board of Governors and Board of Studies of various studies, statutory bodies, organizations, and also represented in various statutory committees. Sir has published 41 research papers in various international national journals. He is recognized as a PhD research guide by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad, Veer Mata Jizabai Technical Institute, DTE, Mumbai, Sant Gadge Baba University, Amravati. He has guided several PhD students in the field of electronics engineering and related areas. Sir has been awarded with the DTE-Maharashtra honor by Directorate of Information Technology, Government of Maharashtra, for his excellent efforts in e-administration. He is recipient for the Scotch Gold Award of Excellence for successfully implementing 10 projects in the state of Maharashtra. So I will request our Chief Guest.
Thank you. Good afternoon, friends. I'm really happy today. Principal Swati Deshpande ma'am today on the dais. Very vibrant guest we had, and a very nice combination we made today. That one person from industry, one from academia, which is from IIT, like esteemed organization, one from like Tatas, which is very dynamic, as we heard her as well, Rujuta Kamri. She spoke dynamically and she really gave us the picture of what industry needs actually from, and what is the role of faculty as well as and what students has to receive another aid. Professor has given a nice presentation which I saw, and it was really a glimpses of today's what drone technology means and what has to be taken from that particular presentation. That surely after this conference, I think my faculty members will take it ahead, and surely we will contribute a lot towards forming the drone policy to the state of Maharashtra. See, the drone policy has formulated by Government of India, because all security measures and all those things are very essential. So 21, I remember August 21 we came up with a policy in India, and then after that all these emerging areas we started picking up, and what we say when we started. Himachal Pradesh was the rather first state who came up with their policy in hand. Another guest, I think Professor Gitanjali from Batu, and a very esteemed guest again, Mr. Chitte, who especially came from Pune, who is actually working on the training side of a drone. So I think, and of course my colleague lastly, who is the Assistant Director of the region, Mumbai region. This whole crowd, I know all the faces, I can't take everybody's name. Some principals of Vidyalankar, Vivekanand, I think St. Xavier's, so many principals are there, faculty members, online so many principals and faculty members have joined this today's conference. I am really happy today because of two reasons. First of all, let me say today is the happy, real way we are celebrating Engineers Day. So I am really feeling happy. So that is really called as Happy Engineers Day, because we all celebrate. But I thought it should be somewhere celebrated in a different way altogether today. And that was whole my idea was to come up with some emerging idea, emerging focused way of doing it ahead. And that's what I told that day Professor Kasture, I think that Pritam ma'am, both of them, they came to my chamber with the principal. And I'm really happy, Principal ma'am, that two things, we get up two things today. One, I think when I came in this hall three months back, is it? Since this hall is now in a shape, that time it was very shabby, is it? So I'm very happy for that. That is what I need my government college infrastructure at least in that. That's really good, number one. Number two, the topic you people have selected for today, which is said to be an emerging area, nowadays buzzing word coming out of all this out of box thinking, what we call it as in NEP. So because it is connecting today, your conference is connecting 3 bullets actually. Number 1, that is SDGs agenda, which has been approved by UNO in 2015, and that month I remember that was also September. Secondly, NEP, New Education Policy 2020, you all know, because all this whole process of education has been thrown in a dustbin and the new policy as it came, and we all have to face now those policy, and we will have to churn a lot on that, and then we will have to progress a lot. And the third, the emerging area, the KRAs of the Higher and Technical Education Department of Government of Maharashtra. We have taken this as one of the KRA, and that's what you saw that in a presentation, principal said that yes, this institution got this year a new course started that is called AI, artificial intelligence. So we are chasing the pace of what we call the pace of the whole innovation speed, what we say ahead. So that we have to really want to catch up, and that is what I am really happy that you are connecting these 3 periods. When I say SDGs, I think you all know about it. Let me tell you differently, because all different faculty members are there. You all should know. In the September month of 2015, I mean UNO, I mean to say. So UNO come up with a very wonderful agenda. And the single line of that agenda was, think for betterment of the world. When you say, yes, Jagacha Kalyanasati, what was that tagline? And the agenda was, 193 countries were present, and all have approved that agenda. That agenda said very clearly, that they have a sustainable goals has to be there that we all have to chase, and that is what it is called SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. 17 goals were fixed that day. Out of those 17 goals, almost like 169 targets were fixed, and this was really, I mean, a very important, I can say the confidence that time, and that whole agenda says that. I read that complete document that time. I myself was very fascinated towards that. What these goals are, and I am happy to share that. Out of all these goals, I picturized those 17 goals in a 5 major P's. 5 P's, what you can say. What are those 5 P's? 1 is planet. Another is people. 3rd P, somebody can say, prosperity. 4th P, peace. And 5th P, partnership. So there are some environmental goals, there are some social goals, there are some economical goals. But these all I have gathered together, and I have 5 P's. Basically, it's a circle of 5 P's wherein these 17 goals are there. And why I am telling you is that a very important goal out of that is today that you are connecting. That is 4th goal, that is quality education. First, of course, no hunger has to be there in every country. That's the prime. No poverty. Second one. 3rd is health, good health. And 4th is quality education. You are also connecting today 4th SDG as well as 8th and 9th SDG. What was 8th SDG? Sustainable growth. 8th was related to economic growth. And that is what we all talk about, what this technology will come, and in turn what the changes in the economy we always talk about. And the 9th goal is all about industry, infrastructure and innovation. So my friend, you see the wonderful crowd sitting here are connecting actually these all 3 bullets of 4th SDGs, 8th SDG and 9th. So that is what I found. It's a very relevant conference you people are having. Again we talk about NEP. Same again, emerging areas and lot of things are there that I will not go in details of today. And of course, 3rd thing, that our KRA will be part. we are also taken this target at this time, that let us introduce students with the latest coming areas, upcoming area, emerging area, cutting edge technologies has to be there, and students should be known with that. Then and then we can say somewhere, yes, our engineers are really employable. Otherwise, in industry, people talk a lot about employability. Wherever we go, some NASCOM says something, some survey comes. Again, somebody E&Y came up with some survey. There were so many newspapers. They published some news saying that employability of the engineers. But I say that fine, employability of engineers first of all should start with somewhere that what are the gaps and that we all have to fill in. And that is what we are starting from last time. I told you, right from framing the curricula, take the industries in hand, we framed out the curricula which we named in polytechnics as I curricula, I always tell, and 100 industries we called that time. Somebody was from Tata, somebody was from Mahindra, somebody was from Siemens and all. And then 100 good academicians we gathered together and then we formulated the curriculum for the polytechnics in the state of Maharashtra. So this is what right from curriculum, and what we talk about today's education, OBE, that is outcome based education. Actually, every part of the system should be outcome based. Not only curricula has to be outcome based, the result, I mean the examination process also has to be outcome based. The students actually, the difficulty level, the questions, how they are asked, that also has to be framed nicely somewhere. कहीं ना कहीं तो ठीक हमको तो करना पड़ेगा system. Reforms has to be there in examination system as well. So that is what I call outcome based examination pattern. That is the next bullet you will have to place. Then the result, and after all that, now the accreditation process, what you are having in MBA and NAC, what you talk about, very soon, I take my words today, that you will have to face outcome-based accreditations. Because institute has to accredit it, it should be outcome-based. So this is all what NEP says about. When I said these 5 types of goals that three types of goals you are attaining it today, surely, secondly, I will talk today little bit about NEP because you should know why this particular conference has been kept for the teachers. The day I had a discussion with Chief Secretary and Honorable Rastogi, my Principal Secretary of the Department, of course a new minister who has taken over, Chandrakanta Party. And we decided that why not these emerging areas wherein a drone technology, as I said you initially, the government of India has came up with a policy. Let us chase that policy ahead, come up with a nice policy of Maharashtra, and our students should be trained in those areas. And that's what today one guy is there who is from training institute. See, today we have a drones, but we don't have flyers. As he said you, otherwise what will happen? So those flyers also have a wonderful opportunity of the job side. And that is what I always say, the engineer, when I say, see, NEP talks about all this. When I say curriculum, it has to be industry-wide curriculum. Because unless and until my student, which I am looking as an industry here today, I always say that my institutions are no more institutions now, they are industries. How? Because the input to my industry is a raw material of the students which are coming from the strata of, let us say, students from very low economic backgrounds, even the socially background strata. And those students are coming here in the government institution. We all faculty members shape them for 3 years, let us say in polytechnic and engineering colleges 4 years, and we convert that whole molding of that raw material, convert it into engineering, and we send it to a market. When it comes to a market, and when we are saying that engineer is not sellable, then whose problem is this? This is all our problem. We all have to look according. And that's what I said. these are the needs of an. When I had an analysis lot on NEP, it talks about so many things ahead. Not only this, your degree of, let us say, BA, BCom, Arts, 3-year degree now will become 4-year degree, wherein you will have an entry, exit system, multi-entry and multi-exit system. Means if you are taking a degree course, 4-year degree course, after first year, you will have a certificate in your hand. If you want this much of credit, you go out with that much of credit. You are happy with your whatever the job you are getting. After second year, you want to leave the system, you are welcome. You will get a diploma out of that. Third year, you will have let us say, advanced diploma. Fourth year, you will have an actual degree in that. Fifth level, again, the postgraduate, up to doctoral. This is all the framework, what we call it as NHEQF framework nowadays. National Higher Education Qualification Framework is coming by. So whole system is churned up. आपली जुनी जी सिस्टम होती ते होका आणि ओका मराठी सांगतो सुद्धा. Is it? Means what? You just take the system, you just take the even the electronics, people take the circuit as it is. They mug it, they wrote it, they draw it, they get the numbers and they say that yes, we are. But frankly speaking, as Yuka said, as Professor said, that engineers, as they look into, they are not those engineers. They don't want those vocational engineers. They need an engineer. What she said, they should think for a solution first. Professor also said that. First solution and then see the outcome. So you should have some goal of that solution. Yes, I have to achieve this. Then come. So this swallow and vomit technology, what we used to have, has to be completely gone from this education system. That is what NEP says. There is no more now this. You have to make engineer problem solver. Out of box thinking is very essential. And that is what we will say, yes, he is doing something creative. Otherwise, no fun in doing all this engineering, what we people should look after those days. And that's what every day, what we say, that the first, as I said you, the oral engineering college or an arts commerce college will take its shape differently. The college will have multidisciplinary approach. Means what? An engineering guy, if he or she wants to do some wonderful course with economics, she can. If you want really a good course from, let us say, music and arts, liberal arts, she can. So that combination has to be there. What is what NEP says? Multidisciplinary. Again, as I showed you, there should be ABC. What is ABC? It is an academic band credit system. Has to be. Means, if I am doing one course with IIT, I should get some, let us say, 8-point credit course I have done there. So those 8-point credit course has to be added with my degree. If I am doing degree in this institution, let us say I am having 160 points of credits here. Then if I am earning 8 points from IIT degree, it should be added. That is what the approach is. So this is all, whole system is changing. For that, our universities has to be ready. No affiliating institution has to be there in universities, like Batu, I am telling you. I told that the VC that day, that you stop rather giving affiliation. You should be now grow vertically. You see Mumbai University, how many colleges have Mumbai University? 800 colleges affiliated to it. So this is all, a situation we have created wherein NEP says exactly opposite to that. They say that a campus should have everything in that campus, one campus. Let us say a student strength may be 15,000 to 30,000. No more affiliations to the other institution. Every institution should convert into autonomous institution. Autonomous institution in turn convert into a own university. This is what NEP talks about. That was what IITs were created, NITs were created. You see, IIT never give affiliation to the system. They are going there, they themselves towards apex as a research. The motto and goal was that. So this is, I mean, there are so many things today. I think we are already late. I know both have, I mean, Professor is also today late. I was waiting for him. I mean to say, see, overall, why I have given you this flavor today, you should know immediately what is going on in India. We will have to face this from next year onwards. Internship. We talk a lot about internship. This year, wonderful results we found in polytechnics and engineering colleges as far as admissions are concerned. I think some principals are there. तुमच्याकडे किती अशी झाले admission? All 100%. So this was my dream when I joined as a director. Professor, I tell you, in Maharashtra there are 350 engineering colleges and almost like 350 polytechnics in the state. When I joined the chair as a director of technical education, polytechnic admissions were 40% building, 60% back. I am talking about whole state. Keeping, no doubt, unaided institutions in the past. Even in the engineering colleges, situation was 45%. Today, we have changed the complete scenario every year from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70 every year. And this year, we are almost like 100%. Why and how this has happened, this is not a magic of one stick. This is what the transformation, what we have done, right from curriculum formation. We have changed the total curriculum. We have, after curriculum, we worked a lot on internships of the students because hands-on skills has to be there somewhere. See, degree kai kamache nahi otherwise. When you go to the market, when I go to the industry says which skills you have. You have learning skills, you have soft skills, as she said, your diploma student needs some sort of. I mean, these are all inputs that we started giving. We created one course, communication skill in diploma first year. Like that we are changing. One of the engineering colleges we have the Constitution of India. That is the program here. I mean, the whole liberal arts, right? We have wonderful combinations nowadays and we are changing towards that. So internships has really gave us a good start in industries. Students are exposed to the industry and they are getting job there only. If I am working in the industry, naturally the person knows me and he says or she says, sir, why not you work here? I will appoint you there because you are known with the system. So this is what we started today inducting all this thing, and now the picture I changed, as Professor said, this was said, 100% admissions. So we worked a lot. This whole team worked a lot for that, right from School Connect. One thing again, I just want to tell you about today's world is looking towards India very different. You know how India is looked at? Generally, when I say India, it is generally said in three terms, correct? Number one, it's a fastest growing economy, what people talk about. Secondly,
youngest population.
Correct. It's a demographic dividend about India. It is very important issue that I really wanted to flag. See what has happened overall, that third, again I'll quote, it is also said to be a largest, we are third largest education system in the world. First is China, second is US and third is. Today's, if you see GR wise, GR means gross enrollment ratio student coming in a higher education system. So we are the highest, third largest in the world.
So when I just started calling,
Yeah.
People are scared, countries are scared about India for
Correct.
one fact that
Correct.
we are going to be the highest IQ generating
Correct.
population.
Absolutely.
So when we are going to have it, let's have it the best.
Correct. So that is what I am coming on her, what she has pitched in. See today, why I said demographic dividend? Because see, it is dividend to the India when we talk about population. How it is dividend? Because when you see, there is a phase of every country, when it's a circle basically. So every country has that phase in some point of time. right from birth to a death of a person, wherein your average life period is considered, but technically and scientifically it is proven that every country passes through this circle. Now today, if you see towards China today average age is 39. Europe, it is always average age is 40. UK, it is above 60. Now these are all crossing 40s. Only India is the country, all 193 countries, what we talk about, only India is the country who is having a younger population today, average age is 28. So this situation of India will continue up to 2055. Because this 28 guy or 20, whatever the average I am saying, 25 guy will go up to 50. So next 30-35 years are ours. So let us use this young talent in a very systematic way. Then and then it will be a dividend to them. So that is what this conference, students should be given. And how? What you will do then? You are saying that you are itke mula hai, tevdi mula hai, tevdi large. If you see all these parameters as a way, the demographic dividend, this demography should be really channelized properly. This young youth power has to be given some skills, and those skills in turn will give you employment. Otherwise, you will. Industry says that, sir, आपका बच्चा हमारे पास आया, आपका जो student मेरे पास आया है, उसको अगर job चाहिए, तो what skills he or she has. We don't want the degree in his hand. We want somewhere what skill he has. And that is very important. And when we talk all about skills and all, this is what AGP talks about, this is what we are connecting SDGs bullet, what we said just now. And this demographic dividend, really, I am somewhere afraid if you are not challenging this youth, this can happen. Because that is what we all have. That is what we faculty members and that all state governments and the central government is trying in there. Channelize this youth properly to imbibe the skills. Simple diploma engineer of yours, if you have this technology, drone technology, at least if you can make him good flyer, wonderful jobs are available. I think, Chitte, am I correct? He is a private guy. He knows actual economy, what is, churning up in Maharashtra. You have a training, sir. How many students you are training?
So we have 12 student batches.
12 students. They are training in their premises for how many 5 days or so?
5 days.
And you go with the certification, is it? And what is the scope of those students then when they came out?
So there is Delhi-based company. They are looking for more of.
See. So there is a dearth of people. That's what I guess. He is concretizing the same thing what I said. Somewhere like that. These skills has to be applied. Unless and until we are saying a lot about economy, I always say we left in a COVID. We all, even the world was stopped. Correct? Not only India. Everything was standstill. We said that time we are passing through VUCA world. You know what do you mean by VUCA? VUCA. I mean VUCA is volatility, U is for uncertainty, C is for complexity, and A is for ambiguity. You please concentrate on these 4 words. We will come to know what days we have passed when we were in COVID situation. Every day was volatile. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. Totally ambiguous situation outside. Economy has slashed on energy. Complex, very complex. What are the answers to VUCA word as on today? My way, I will define answer to VUCA word with a simple word that innovation is the answer. if we innovate every day ourselves. If a leadership strategies has to be imbibed in students, I'm sure he or she can tackle this world nicely with this VUCA world. One survey came which says that if me, you sitting everybody here, I have certain skills in me, everybody has certain skills in them. Those skills after 5 or 6 months will be null and void. You will have to have new skills imbibed. So it is a gradual process. After every 6 months, you will have to imbibe your 40% skills new, 60% has to be again 40% new. So that every churning up of every year, you should have a full new Dr. Abhay Bhatt should come after 6 months. This is what survey says, and it's a fact. You see the different technologies coming nowadays are moving. If you are not known with the technologies, you are thrown out of the system. What she told, what is going in industry, and how my students will come to know. आज पण मी त्याला तोच 8085 मायक्रोप्रोसेसर शिकवत राहील, 8086 शिकवत राहील, आणि मार्केटमध्ये तुम्ही बघितलं तर हे असं सगळे टेक्नॉलॉजी, इव्हन आज 5G येत आहे, तर 5G ला म्हणजे मला तर थ्रेट आहे आता पुढे की त्याच्या सिग्नल्सला हा ड्रोन कंट्रोलिंगच्या सिग्नल्स कसे अफेक्ट होणार नाही ते पण आपल्याला बघावं लागणार आहे. One picture you showed that. He could not get much time, but that was there. Am I correct? So I am also electronics engineer, so I could say this. I mean to say, these are all threats, man. It's not that easy. Everyone. But the technology is that. If I am innovating every day, solutions will come here on this land. It has to come. See, China is very ahead in drone technology. I have always hats off to those guys. What wonderfully they have designed their universities. I had been to China, I had been to US, I had been to even Howard University in US, I had been to UK University. But I am really shocked up with China's how they are running. When I visited their 2 or 3 universities, I felt that those universities were like industries itself. This is such a beautiful combination of industry and education. I visited some industries as well. So I was just, a frame of the specs I can say. When I visited an industry, there were hundreds of acres. असे ढिगाऱ्याने frames पडलेले होते. Huge production. That's what I said. In a word, it is said that China was the fastest growing economy. What they did, a simple thing, best thing what they did, a simple thing, that they manufactured such a small thing to large thing, that a huge production of them, and they dumped their product to every part of every world, every country, and they loaded, literally they loaded their markets, our market, with their products. तुम्ही फुटपाथवर चाला, तुम्हाला जे काही खेळणे बघायला मिळतात, तुम्ही उचला त्याच्यावर काय लिहिलेलं असेल. आता मी यांच्याशी बोलत होतो सकाळी, म्हणलं कुठली बेस्ट कंपनी आहे बाबा ड्रोन मधली, ते तर मला सांगतात तुमच्या फील्ड मधलं आहे. तरी सांगितलं चाय. व्हॉट यू नेम यूज आहे? So see friends, when we talk, when we walk on the corridors and we pick up the toy, it is made in China. Naturally आपल्याकडे अशी प्रवृत्ती असते, आपलं लहान बाळ बरोबर जात आहे आपल्या, आपण म्हणतो बाबा आई तो रडतो, अरे मला हवाय मला हवाय, आपण काय करतो, अरे घेऊन टाक ना, किती रुपयाचं, यूज अँड थ्रो आहे, चायना असेल तरी चालेल घेऊन टाक. पण त्या प्रवृत्तीमुळे त्यांचा जीडीपी वाढतो. Because we are buying, every world is buying their product. This is the strategy of marketing, Magnets, पेन्सिल सेल, मी माझ्या कॅल्क्युलेटर यूज करायचो त्यावेळेला, मला आठवतं आता तर लेटेस्ट कॅल्क्युलेटर आले, त्यावेळेला असे पेन्सिल सेल वापरायचे. त्यावेळेचा तो पेन्सिल सेल मला आठवतो, तो जवळपास 9.5-10 रुपयापर्यंत आहे. आज पेन्सिल सेल तुम्ही मार्केटमध्ये चायनामध्ये जा तर 1 पैसे 2 पैशाचा खर्च लागलेला. What huge productions they made of everything. They have not kept the choice to you as a customer other than taking Chinese product. See, this is the strategy. I mean, how people are grabbing the world. And that's what everywhere we see China, China, China. Even they were now, you saw this all, what has happened in last 3 months. They were just, I mean, त्याचे डोळे असे वटारून ते अमेरिकेकडे बघत होते इथपर्यंत स्थिती आली काय चाललंय सी this is what world power I always say that I'm coming again to that when before independence of India China was almost same अपने mirror country थी but see them that's what we have आणि आपली चूक एकच आहे we are not going in innovation. That's what I say. That's what this topic is today. Innovation is very important. Unless I innovate, unless I upgrade my skills every day, I will be thrown out. And that is what happens. So I'm just cautioning you all. Really be cautious. Make your student cautious. That they should be alert. Otherwise, what we talk about otherwise, economy is totally related to this. I always say in my talk, earlier we used to say the world or the country was known in all over the world with the best. They were performing best. I am talking about 17th and 18th centuries about. People used to say the country performing best in a war front was the powerful country. But as of today, when I talk this, we say that the country performing best in an economic front, good GDP, good rate, is best country. So when these are the parameters of economy, how that economy will come in? That will only and only come in because agriculture sector is going down and down. The service sector has certain limitations. You can't grow more than that. Only third sector, industrial sector has to grow, my friend. And industrial sector will grow only and only when you will strengthen our technology. Unless and until you strengthen our technology, that it won't come. And that's what we are targeting every institute every day. We have started coming up with the incubation centers, different startups. Why? Because we need our technology. This is what the innovation, this is what the drone, and that was what my idea was there, and I called that day principal and Kasturiji, why can't we should start, let us take an initiative first from GP Polytechnic Bandra that we should have such a conference, a brainstorming session with industry, academia and me and all of your faculty members. Even live streaming of all principles of the engineering and polytechnic in the state. And coming with the emerging area like drone technology, let us have awareness. Give awareness to your students as well, in your institutions as well. They should be known with this emerging. And when I talk about it's all transformation, smooth transformation, what I call it as always, that any process we start from germination of the seed. So here also innovation. So it should start from germination. Germination will innovate. And that innovation after some point of time has to convert it into somewhere commercialization. Otherwise, those patents what we find are on just one book. We talk to the professors. As the administrator, I speak to so many professors all together. So they say, sir, like mine also he read, 41 papers are published. Those are all on paper. What is fun in those? And I converted any patent into actual commercial product that is real use of it. That is what we need. No doubt, that has to be converted somewhere into commercial product. That is what economy will come in. And that's what we all are saying. And Abdul Kalam ji was to say that yes, we have to see India as a superpower. India will be superpower, my friends. We can see surely our economy booming, growing, and $5 trillion economy what we are chasing. But it is hardly impossible if we don't innovate ourselves and our students. This is only the message I wanted to give. I am really happy that all of you, especially Principal Ma'am, Kasturi, Pritam, all of you have taken a right effort at the right time. Arranged this wonderful conference. Good galaxy of the people you found and you brought them here. And whole, I can say Maharashtra today, on Engineers Day, this is a beautiful gift is given by Directorate of Technical Education. Education and Government Polytechnic Bandra, I can say. So I congratulate you all sitting here. Good. Let us hope for the best. And I am always, माझी स्टाईल तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, त्यामुळे त्याच्यावर मी आता जास्त बोलणार नाही. This is what it should happen. I hope we'll do the best. We'll show the change in the. Of course, when I will change, the system changes. You will change, the system changes. And that is what we found in admissions of this. We reached 100%. Our dream came true. We struggle for every admission every day. So this is what is happening every day. So thank you, friends. I have taken much of the time, but it was a really relevant issue on an engineer, and that's what I told her that day. Why not you are planning? If planning, let us plan it on 15th of October. It is the right day for it. So I wish you again a really vibrant, innovative engineers team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. As usual, your motivational speech and first, I am very happy to share here that because of your motivation, sir, and support, and we as a host institute, under the supervision of our principal madam, we have taken this noble day opportunity to organize, you can say, such Engineers Day celebration. So, thank you, sir. Sir has focused on the quality education, and initially sir has told regarding the sustainable development goals, and we as a faculty, we should focus on the quality education related to economic growth, industry, infrastructure and innovative works there. Sir has talked about the NEP also, which is to be the future education, and every time sir want to think about out of box there. Then sir has talked about the academic bank credit system also. At a time you can go for various you can say graduation, skill based education, then what is the book of world there. Try to cover in his stipulated time. So thank you for sir your this motivational speech. And now 2 minutes our guest of honor Dr. Maiki sir want to speak about how you take the drone technology in the Maharashtra. So I will request again sir, please have to say.
Yeah, thank you. Once again, you have to. Yeah. Once again, you have to spare 2 minutes from your side to listen to my thing. First of all, I like to let you know that drone technology, whatever the rules we are talking about, one of the person we should mention, we should keep the credit, and the big credit is nothing but Mr. Amar Dubey, and his education is from Mumbai. He is basically IIT Bombay's meeting, and now he is in joint secretary in Minister of Education. He is the main person who did this new rules. Someone should drive that part, right? That is the thing. Number one. Number two thing is that growth in agriculture. Another joint secretary, Mrs. Sovita Biswas, she's from also, Maharashtra, and she posted before that in Minister of Agriculture, Central Government. Now she is in additional Chief Principal Secretary for Agriculture. So all and I don't know if it's fortunate or not, I don't know. Don't miss of India, who is the president, he is from also Mumbai. All are grown, if you see that some of the things, it is somehow it is Maharashtra and Mumbai together actually. It's just fortunate. I don't think so. They came up with a plan that, okay, we have to be Maharashtra and then have to be grown. No, I don't think so. And that's it. And another important thing just to let you know, because that's why I told sir to requested 1 minute to wait. See, we are working this center and other part that started before lockdown. And we know how we did and what we worked actually last 3 years. It's a hectic journey, but personally I really enjoyed. Obviously I feel that just on a very lighter note, I am getting food my home without doing my any home stuff in my home. Thanks to my, that is the thing, we spend time and other part. So that part, what we learned actually, that only IIT Bombay or BGTI or maybe other college, it's not sufficient to do this kind of big activities. If Sir exactly mentioned that point, and just from that point, I am just to follow up thing and to mention, IIT Bombay doing or BGTI or some other institute they are doing and they have to spread, it will take slow time. So can you reach to the grass level and do the impact there? And obviously all of us will work together. That will be much more faster impact than top level one. So that things we are thinking in Maharashtra, we are discussing with a couple of institutes, first at industry also, how to make drone each village at least a few drones actually. And through some district and other part, reach to the some district, one or two institute can take the lead. And other institute also. That also we are working out. It's taking time because these are the big plan has to go, and we will put up maybe all of your inputs and other part of maybe all of your session. Maybe you can talk to the government, Maharashtra government. I hope that Sir will be very happy to share. Help us that part, and let's reach to that level. Not like only that one or few institutes here and there. It will not. Trust me. It will over some extent, it will not be big impact. And we need everybody's help, and we want to reach at least one block, every block or something, it's called block, right? Right. Talukas, at least one or two, or maybe at least, district wise one or two big, some institute that government will find out, which are the institute and other part. Someone has to be monitoring different 4 or 5 areas like Nagpur, Mumbai, Pune, some different area, maybe 4 or 5 regional centers.
I got you that there are 6 regions in the state.
Correct.
We have different blocks. Therein we have all these engineering colleges and polytechnics. We will sit first together with you all, and we will have a mapping of all those institutions wherein what each area will get.
Sure.
Somebody can work in agriculture, somebody can work in health, somebody can work in different sectors, like a lot of road technology.
Correct. So we are working with the other institute, like NIT, Nagpur and other part. We are just internally discussing. Let's see the feasibility part.
Screen खराब है.
So maybe some plan one answer where sir will like discuss this and all of you obviously. And let's work together.
Yeah, we'll take it. Thank you all.
Sorry.
Please have a seat. Meantime, our two keynote speakers have reached here. They might have found some difficulty while traveling there. So, it's my kind request to our honorable chief guest that sir, please welcome our Mr. Praveen Kumar Prajapati, who is the Indore Solutions Private Limited, Vashi, Navi Mumbai. Please.
You are from Mumbai?
Yes.
Wow, so that's good. So you should give some CSR as well to my.
So I'll let you know Probeen is, I know Probeen for a few months or 1 or 2 years, maybe more than that. He is one of the director of Drone Federation of India, so people can catch actually this guy.
Yes, sure sir, sure. Thank you. Thank you sir. Now it's my kind request to Rujuta ma'am. Please welcome Mr.
Mr. Grava.
Yeah, Mr. Devang Gala is from Vision.
Hi, Devang. Good. Thank you. You came here. Good. Where is your office?
Welcome Mr. Devang Gala. Is a Vision Innovation Solutions Mumbai.
Good.
thank you. In the morning session, just we have completed our morning session, and now I will request Kumolini Pawar Madam for the vote of thanks because of some primer schedule and the activities, today's activities. Some of our guests of honors and chief guests may be due, so that's why we have a break. And after the vote of thanks, Kasturi sir will talk. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Engineers Day to all of you. Today, it is a very fascinating event for all of us to be a part of this state conference. First of all, I would like to thank you, our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Abhay Wagh sir, Director, Directorate of Technical Education, Maharashtra State, for sparing his precious time and giving us, that means for JP Mumbai, this opportunity and encouraging us. Thank you very much, sir. My heartfelt thanks to our guest of honor, Ms. Rujita Kamri ma'am, Tata Trust Manager, Information Technology, and Dr. Amok Maiti, Associate Professor, Dynamics and Control, Aerospace Engineering, IIT Bombay, for sharing their valuable thoughts and knowledge and guiding us. Indeed, it will be helpful to everyone and students to develop a new vision on this occasion. Thank you very much, ma'am and sir. I also express my gratitude to our all keynote speakers and dignitaries on dais for their presence for this conference. I would also like to thank respected Shri Nikhade sir, Assistant Director, Technical Education, Mumbai region, for his presence. I would like to thank you, our Honorable Principal Swati Deshpande ma'am, Government Polytechnic Mumbai, for giving us this opportunity and her support. Thank you, ma'am. I congratulate our enthusiastic personality, Professor Kasturi sir, Program Head, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Government Polytechnic Mumbai, for his team for this state conference and make it success. Thank you very much, sir. I express my heartfelt thanks to audience and participants. Without them, this conference will not be successful. Thank you very much, all of you. I would like to thank Dr. Padman sir, computer team, PA system, and all the members who are involved here to make this state conference successful. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir. All guests are required